It has been said that in order to understand the future, one must first come to terms with the past, the roots of one's heritage. As the family of God, we long for the future, but it is equally important for us to take a look back to see where we've come, to reflect on the initial steps of our journey of faith that began in Lebanon almost 165 years ago. It is 1836. A Lebanon attorney, Sam Houston, is gearing up a campaign to run for governor. Founders of Cumberland University are 6 years from opening a nationally acclaimed law school, and a faithful group of God's people begin meeting in the old courthouse on the public square with about 19 members. Originally known as the Lebanon Christian Church, they met in several other locations prior to 1874, before finally settling in a 2-story log building at the corner of South Cumberland and Gay Streets. The church met and worshiped there for some 30 years, after which time it moved to the present location on College Street. About 40 members attended the opening service in the red brick building on Sunday, October 18, 1874. By 1904, there were 150 members.
Start off by saying I'm one of the older members who really was not for moving to a new location in my lifetime. When they had the dedication ceremony, it rained and the sun shone, and it rained and the sun shone, and then a big rainbow came up. And to me, this was God's message to me, go for it. And I am, with all of my heart.
In 1958, challenged by growth and demands for the future, our church members had the faith and determination to make the sacrifices needed to build a home for the generations that would follow in their footsteps.
Past generations that sacrificed so that we could have this facility. I think we can do no less than to prepare for generations to come.
During the time I've been here, I was privileged to serve as a deacon for several years and as an elder for several more years. However, I'm glad to see us make the move that we're making now, because I think it'll be good for the church in many ways. We need more room, obviously. We need a gymnasium. We have to keep doing things to appeal to young people, because they're the future of the church.
Throughout the years, many have come to our church. They came because they realized that they could strengthen their faith by helping their neighbors and by doing God's will. They wanted to rear their children in a Christian atmosphere. We have celebrated births, told many Bible stories, and witnessed many baptisms. Many couples have been married, and many loved ones have been laid to rest. Our walls have seen special friendships, heard enriching sermons, and shared many meaningful moments.
And this building has served its purpose, and now it's time to move on. And when they go down the Level Pike, I'm going with them.
But when you think of the church here at College Street, you must think about family. The generations of people whose relatives have worshiped here, as well as those who have just recently become a part of our church. Think of the diversity and yet the unity that binds us. Our fellowship kindles within us feelings of warmth that will never be lost and memories that will never fade.
There were several things we were praying about and looking for that made us decide that this was where we should come. One of the biggest ones was that we were looking for a church that had a fellowship that was based on their love of Christ and was open about expressing it, so that the atmosphere of the church was one that was positive and encouraging. And that was very important to us because congregations that lose that substitute little things and lose the fellowship that Christ gives us. So that was very high on our list, and we were really impressed with what we found here and what we saw here.
Every week here in our youth room, we see new faces and we see new kids and opportunities to minister to people, and that's really exciting. And a new facility will even enhance the possibilities for us to help those folks, and that's a really exciting possibility for us as we think about the future. And man, the future's bright. We're excited.
My first recollection of church was at College Street, an old building with a balcony over the pulpit, and it wasn't very large. And I've seen it grow over the years, having to expand from time to time as the church family got larger. My wife and I moved away for 33 years, and I come back, and it's larger still, to the point now that our family is too large for our house, and we need to move.
Our church is growing, and our community is growing. And the Lord has given us a tremendous opportunity to reach out to those in our community and the surrounding area to do His work. It is our responsibility to take our energy and our talents and our blessings and to do the Lord's work in this community. It's our obligation to do what is necessary today in 1999 to prepare for the future. We must build new facilities. The Lord has blessed us with 40 acres. He blessed us with 40 acres right in the heart of our community that are prime property at really a bargain. Oh, it was a lot of money, but as you price things out today, the Lord gave us a real blessing there. It's not equal gifts that are important to God. It's equal sacrifice.
When we first started talking about building a new building, I wasn't sure how I felt. We've shuffled and patched and painted and done well with what we have. But before the first time I was to meet with the architect, I asked all of the teachers in the different departments to meet and to write down a dream list, what they would want if we built a new building and they could have what they wanted. And they listed things like rooms that are warm in the winter and rooms that are cool in the summer and access to bathrooms and more than one electrical outlet in a room. And by the time we got all our list ready and I gave it to the architect, he looked at it and he said, oh, these are things that we do automatically now just to meet codes. And as our teachers began to think and dream, and we realized that we could do so many more things with our children if we had larger and safer facilities and facilities designed for our children.
As far as the new move goes, one of the things that really excites me about that is the fact that I think it just shows that our leadership here at College Street are very progressive as far as their thinking, that they're playing this for our kids and for our grandkids who aren't even born yet.
I think the Lord can really use us in so many ways. This is not just about building a building, but this is about changing our lives and about being the best that we can be for Him. I think we can reach out to so many more people in this community and share with them the good news about Jesus in a much more effective way. I know that people around the world would say we're spoiled as a people, but yet we have to minister to people where they are. And as we reach out to people in this community, we're going to have to provide a facility for them to come and worship with us and study with us. And at the same time, we can meet so many people's needs that we aren't meeting right now.
Everywhere you look, you see family. And it's not just our immediate family, it's everybody that's here. We're just excited to be here, and that's why we moved to Lebanon. You know, we want to be part of this family, and it doesn't matter where it meets, as long as we're together.
We are grateful for the rich and wonderful history of our church family that goes back more than 160 years, and for all of those who have exemplified the kind of faith, love, and commitment that enables us to be the recipients of all those blessings today. We pray that as we go forward and as we move into the 21st century, that we'll be able to have the same kind of faith, love, and commitment to continue to grow the church and to reach out to others. Yet I'm convinced that it is the right thing to do as we think about the next 50, 75, or 100 years, and as we plan for the future. I'm thankful that our leadership continues to want the church to grow and to reach out and to serve and to do more than we've ever done before. I'm really grateful for those who have developed the theme for our campaign, a journey of faith, building a people, building a place. This truly is a journey of faith for us, and without the help of God, we will not be able to be successful. And we need all of us pulling and praying and working together as we seek to grow closer to the Lord and as we also seek to build this new building.
Our congregation is embarking on a remarkable adventure, and God has a powerful way of making His presence known to those who are willing to follow Him on a journey of faith. We should remember that there is a common tie that runs so true between what we do today and the commitments made by this same church family in the past. Those before us made similar treks, just as significant as the one we are being asked to make. May God bless us as we join our prayers, our labors, our resources, and our lives together in this great journey of faith. Blessed be the tie that binds.
Let's move to Boston.